Hey, everybody, I'm back. I just want to come on here today and tell everybody happy Easter. Don't it feel good? I know it makes me feel good that we have a president that is actually bringing God and Jesus back to America. For so long, we've had leaders for so many years try to take Jesus and God out of everything, out of our schools. If you even brought up being a Christian, a lot of people would get offensive over it. That's just insane to even think about that. To even think that at one time, and it still is right now, to a certain extent, true. When you bring up God and Jesus, you have people that get agitated and angry about that religion, about us being Christians. And I am thankful and grateful that God is in my life. I am proud to be a Christian. Without God, like Trump said, you can't have a country without God. Without God, you cannot have a country. Like I've said before, it's good versus evil right now. And Trump is part of the good. And he has a huge job in front of him, defeating this evil that has been built up and built up and built up over years and years and years. Even during his first term, he had evil all around him, and he tried his best to fight through it. And he had a lot of wins, but it was some losses too, you know. I mean, he had a mountain to climb, and Trump, man, what a great leader he is. He's saved so many hostages. He's stood up against evil that try to hurt people. All these liberal judges, this is just my opinion. Everything I say is my opinion. But it's backed up with facts. Just go and research. That's all I ask you to do. Research what I'm telling you. You have judges that have let out criminals. One, not too long ago here, had 39 felonies. 39 felonies, was still able to walk out on the streets, went and killed this precious 22-year-old kid. Executed her with a gunshot to her head. I think that happened in Carolina. This evil person has been let out of jail after committing 39 felonies over a 10-year period, and was still out on these streets, able to run and commit more crimes. And this is happening in all these major cities. And Trump is trying to fight against this. He is fighting against it. He needs us to back him up 100%. You know, that's the only way we're going to take back our country against this evilness. The evilness of people using patients to fraud taxpayers, the middle class. Right there in California, they just got a doctor and a wife, a nurse. His wife's a nurse. Couple. That were just frauding the heck out of old people. They had a hospice. But the thing is, there are people, they never died in their hospice. Out of 99 people were still alive after they used all their insurance up. And they couldn't use it anymore. And they kicked them out of the program. Is that not insane? Well, thank God we got J.D. Vance on it. And that's just, they're just starting. And I hope they lock them all up. I hope they get them all. If you're going to defraud the taxpayers, if you're going to attack people, innocent people, you're going to commit crimes, you ought to be held accountable. It makes me think about the homeless problem. Me and my wife went to New Orleans years ago for the first time. I don't know, it could have been about 8 or 9 years ago. First time. And I was so pumped up to go to New Orleans, to walk down there and go to the French Quarter. And man, we had to step over homeless people that were on the sidewalks laying there. We actually had to step over them or walk around them. They were everywhere. And I think, how can this happen in America? And you see it all over California. If the news ain't gonna show it, go to YouTube. Go and you watch Brian Maxwell, Real Politics. Go and watch Kevin 20x7. Go watch OK Rick. Go watch a couple of these truth tellers, and you will see what I'm telling you is true. Because they spread the truth, just like I'm trying to spread the truth. They've inspired me to open my mouth and stop being silent. I'm just an old country boy. But it's hard for me to sit back and be silent anymore. I just can't do it no more. I've got to say something. And if it reaches one person, and for them to stand up and their eyes be open, then hey, I am happy. If it reaches just one person, because that one person can reach another person. I'm telling you, the homelessness, the cruelty that these people are taking money from the government for these programs to stop homelessness, but it's going in their pockets. It's not going to the homeless. It's not going to stop the homeless. This is part of the system. This is part of the machine. The homeless people on the street is just part of it. But it's a huge part. They need those people. And they need them to be on the street staying homeless. They need them. Just like a pharmaceutical company needs, just my opinion, needs people to stay sick and taking medicine. If those people are healed, then there's no more buying medicine. And that money goes away. They can't have that. In New York, I believe this past year, they got $81,000 for each homeless person in New York on the streets. For each one, they got $81,000 for each homeless person on the street. No, don't get. I'm not saying they gave $81,000 to each of these homeless people. Now, nope, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the machine got $81,000 from taxpayers, from the government, for each homeless person on their streets. It didn't go to the homeless person. They didn't go walk out there and say, here's $81,000. This could pay your rent for 2 years. You're not homeless anymore. No, they didn't do that. That's the common sense thing to do. That's the honest thing to do. No, they didn't do that. And they didn't say, here's $81,000. Let's go get you some mental health. Let's get you off these streets, first of all, and then we're going to get you some mental health. How about that? Nope. If you thought that's what happened, then that's what I'm saying. Nope. Wrong again. They didn't say, well, hey, you know what? We got $81,000 for each of you. We're going to buy you food. We're going to go look for you, maybe family members that can help you. We're going to get you transportation. We're going to get you checked out by doctors. We're going to have you evaluated. Hey, we're going to make sure you're good. Nope. That's not what they did with that $81,000. That $81,000 went into programs, so-called programs, to get the homeless people off the streets, whether it's shelters, food banks, government medical free program, whatever you want to call it. That's what that went into. And guess where that money went when it went to those programs? My opinion. Straight into them pockets. Straight into them pockets of the people that's running those programs. How else would there still be homeless people? In California, they have gave billions to solve the homeless problem. Billions. What if they walked out there and said, look, we just got $1 billion to get you people off this street right here. And maybe get you in the program to get you help, get you off drugs. Oh, yes, we're giving you the money, but we're gonna be here to make sure that the money goes to you, and we're gonna get you help, get you off these streets. First of all, we've got to get you If you're on drugs, we got to help you get clean. We got to get you housing. We got to get you on your feet. We got to get you transportation. Whatever you need, we got $1 billion to make sure we get that done. How about that? That you would have no homeless people left. And I talk loud, forgive me. I'm a loud talker. I can barely hear. I don't mean to scream into the screen or to the phone, but it would be no more homeless people. And guess what happened if it's no more homeless people? The evil won't receive money anymore. We can't have that. They've got to have big mansions, cars, yachts. They got to live a great lifestyle. We can't have those evil people broke and working for a living like us normal people do. Those evil people can't have that. And they got to have the middle class just working just enough. We barely have any jobs left, thanks to them. But they got us just enough where we paying taxes and check to check to continue to fund these programs. They got to have that too. Without us, the money will drive up too. But they have sold us out completely almost, our jobs. You guessed it. The products to be made that we used to make overseas cheaper by people that works for $1 a day, if that. And those countries have paid these politicians big money. This is my opinion, big money to sell us out, sell our jobs out, and so they can live them lifestyles, so they can have fancy cars, never have to work. You got politicians that's been in office for 40 years or close to it, and they have become hundreds of millions of dollars wealthy. How does that happen? How do you think that happens? This is common sense, people. This is common sense, folks. We're being sold out by politicians, by evil people, mainly the far left, because the Democrats, they used to not be so crazy, but now it's not the Democrat Party no more. It's the far left party has took over completely. And I'm telling you, they are out to straight finish where the Democrats started. The left is here to just take it all the way out, take us all the way out. The Democrat has some sense. The normal Democrats, they had some kind of sense about them where they knew that they had to have us. They couldn't take us all the way out. But the far left people, they have no sense. None whatsoever. They are completely fruitcakes that don't know, don't understand, or don't understand something ignorant, crazy, I believe, just pure crazy, that if they take us out, their wealth goes away. But they're so crazy, they don't even understand that, I guess. But it's just evil fighting against us good people. Good versus evil. And thank God we got a leader in the office right now that's brought God back to us and is putting it out there. We got to stand behind Trump. We've got to stand behind good. We got to stand up for good. If we don't, we'll be defeated by pure evil. So I want to come on here today and bring this to y'all. You think about what I just told you. These evil judges letting these people out to murder innocent victims. These people should have never been let back out on the streets. These evil people stealing money from the taxpayers to live a lavish lifestyle. These evil people selling our jobs out. You know, we can't barely take care of our families anymore. But I'll tell you what, I'm thankful that I live in a state that don't allow that. They don't allow no felonies to walk on the street, buddy. You commit a crime here in Mississippi, you better believe that you're going to be held accountable, buddy. Thank God I live in a state that, hey, they ain't going for that. And hey, I live in a state that loves Jesus and loves God for the most part. Thank God. And we need to spread this throughout our whole country. I want us to live good. I want everybody to prosper. I want manufactured jobs to come back to America. I want each and every one of us to live a great life. And I want to defeat this evil that we're up against. I love all of you. Happy Easter. You think about what I've talked to you about. You go do a little research. I've got to say it's my opinion. You know, but you go do a little research and see what your opinion becomes, if it's different from mine. I love you all. Happy Easter, and I hope you have a great week. And I hope this video helps at least one of you to open your eyes. Remember, if you're struggling, if you're going through depression, if you have any kind of mental illness, reach out. Don't stay silent. You're not alone. We love you. We'll help you. We've all struggled with it. I have. Reach out to your church. Reach out to your pastors. If you don't have one, hey, do it. Go. You go to that church and see if that church don't help you. I'm telling you, you're not alone. We stand behind you. We're here for you. And, hey, let me tell you something about us Christians. We don't believe in leaving nobody behind. Have a good week. Love all of you.